I'm Ashley Larson, and I'm here with Ken Harvey, a Chandler City Council member.
And I'm here with a budding, aspiring journalist and broadcaster, Ashley Larson. I like to go to my children's events. I like to ride my bicycle. I like to hike. I like to solve puzzles and play strategy games with people.
Why do you read at local elementary schools?
I like to read at local elementary schools. I've been reading at Galveston Elementary for 7 years now because I believe literacy is key in helping students succeed. They say that you learn to read until you are in about 3rd to 4th grade, and then you read to learn. So it's very important that students and youth develop a love to read to where that will carry them on to learn the rest of their lives.
What is your favorite academic subject?
My favorite academic subject is probably science. I have a degree in biochemistry, so I like biology and science. And now, though, I would probably take a course in government if I was in elementary school.
What do we have in schools today that you wish you had when you were a little kid?
Elementary, I wish I had government. And I don't know, I wish that we would have had the opportunity for the CAT classes when I was a kid. For example, the Chandler academically talented classes. All of my kids got in those and they all thrived.
What would you say is the most important personality trait as your job for councilman?
Probably perseverance. There's smarter people that work with us and work for us, but you've got to be able to be a good problem solver and continue to not give up. So persevere and keep working hard.
When did you gain interest in the political world?
I was surprised that I gained interest in the political world. When I was younger, I used to volunteer in our city at work projects and taking students and adults to help get engaged. When the city went through some racial tension issues, I was asked to serve on Chandler's Human Relations Commission, and I did, and I chaired that for 4 years. And later on, I was asked to do other things, and I found myself seeing that it was a good fit for my personality and my skill set to lead and to serve.
What is the most enjoyable part of your career?
The most enjoyable part of my career is helping solve people's problems. That could be on a macro sense if an employer comes to town and is looking to establish a new company, there's a set of problems related to that. It can also be if someone feels like they're not being represented. Maybe they have an outrageous bill from the city or have an issue that can't be resolved. So I like helping people and solving problems for our city.
What is the most stressful part about your job?
The most stressful part of my job is sometimes you realize you cannot solve people's problems. People can be unreasonable. People can have issues that they have gone to all other lengths and they can be very frustrated, so you deal at times with the worst of people. I think sometimes there's also situations out of our control. For example, the Great Recession. It brought a lot of people within our city that lost houses, that lost jobs, and wanting to see how we could make a difference during those times. So sometimes it's just things that are outside of our control that we have to deal with anyway to the best we can.
What do you like most about Chandler?
I think Chandler is the best city in the universe. And I think so because it has great leadership and has had good leadership for a very long time. It has a lot of economic advantages in terms of great companies work here. We have great parks, and I think it's a fantastic city to live, to work, and to play.
How do decisions made by the City Council affect Chandler schools?
Well, the school district has a school board that makes a lot of their own decisions concerning what happens in a classroom, concerning when and where buildings will be, concerning the hiring of teachers and the amount. But one of the things that we do well with our school district is we look at how can we share facilities. For example, the Center of the Arts building, which is just a quarter-mile or half-mile north of here, is shared both by the city and by the school district. We often also share Hamilton Public Library in the school as well as Basha Library, because we realize with entities like a public hall, our libraries, or swimming pools, it's a better fit if we each share the facility and then share the expenses. So the school and the city can have a grade A facility at half the costs. So we do that well in terms of sharing and collaborating with entities like the school to see how we can help each other.
That's all. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, and I wish you well in your future.